same song. All around the world, same song. All around the world, same song. Wise words.
And welcome back to Southside Manor with Rad and Reckless. How you doing today, man?
Yo, what's up?
Man, you know, I was scrolling through my social medias, as I always do.
Social medias.
Yeah, social medias. And I realized 2019 is the war of chicken sandwiches.
Man, here's my thing. Chick-fil-A got something holy going on, all right?
Quite literally.
I fuck with Popeyes, but they're going a little far with it. You see them pictures of them, the fucking workers sitting outside smoking a cigarette, rubbing their head and shit, like making life decisions. Like
the Chick-fil-A manager going to the Popeyes cook. If you come work for us, you can go to church on Sunday.
yeah, man. I don't know, man.
Come on, man.
I don't talk about religion a lot because a lot of people don't share the same belief as me. And that's because all of them believe something. Like, you know.
I just believe I should be able to buy a chicken sandwich on Sunday if I want it. That's my only problem with that.
You can. You can buy a chicken sandwich.
Not the one I want.
I don't know, man. Chick-fil-A ain't got the best chicken sandwich. Popeyes ain't got the best chicken sandwich neither.
Okay. I'm interested to hear your side of this. What's up?
Hear me out. This is going to be probably the whitest thing I ever say. Have you ever been to O'Charlie's?
Yeah, but that's a sit-down place. We're talking fast food joints.
Man, you didn't say no fast food chicken.
There is not the fucking set. No, they're not the same. Nope. No.
Fuck, you go to O'Charlie's, you get a nice brioche bun. You get a fucking big-ass piece of boneless chicken breast.
I'm very weird.
With honey glaze, bro.
Yeah,
Honey glaze.
I like my chicken titties with honey glaze. It's good shit. But check it out. You go to a fast food place, though, you know what I'm saying? You have to know what you're getting into. Because it's like, I had the Popeyes joint. And we talked about this in the car.
Yeah.
Crunch action on 10. However, Chick-fil-A, everything else be on 10.
Here's my thing. What chicken tastes better? Not the breading, the chicken, the actual meat. Because I've seen people post pictures when that shit first came out. Their chicken was not cooked all the way. This shit was like too thick. By the way, again, shout out to the homie Ted.
Yo. And his chicken, he's pretty good at that shit too. But check it out. And it's not because he's black. Yo, so look it up. I think when it's important when going into the chicken sandwich argument, you know, the crunch, the crust, the seasoning, all that's important. But like you're right, it's the meat. If it's moist enough, that shit's edible. Okay, Sarah. If we're being completely honest though, my dude, I feel like Wendy's is really, really ahead of the game when it comes to the chicken sandwich if we're going all into that.
Maybe chicken. I don't know. Wendy's has a representation of having itself as a burger joint. If I'm thinking a burger, Wendy's is like down past the fucking top 5.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Like it's down there with McDonald's and Burger King. And like if I'm getting a burger, man, I'm going to either fucking Hardee's, Five Guys.
Five Guys is up there, man. For you West Coast fools out there, I know In-N-Out is your saving grace. But y'all are fortunate.
Until they bring that shit over here, it don't mean nothing to me. Fuck that.
We got Fat Burger.
If you on that level, you can come over here with us. We got White Castle.
Hey. Not Crystals.
Yeah, fuck Crystals, bro.
White Castle.
By the way, speaking of, I know it's out of there. It's out left field, but what the fuck is wrong with people wanting to storm Area 51? I know we're a little late, but like I've never got the full concept of that. Like what the fuck is up with people?
From my full understanding, this is me answering this question seriously. A guy started a Facebook group as a joke, and in the description, he wanted people to sign a petition to Naruto run towards
like the arms back.
Arms
shit.
back.
That'd be some fucked up shit. Somebody come up in there and they just do, ha 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 ha.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Have a fucking Chidori pop out.
You,
like,
you know what I mean? Like you got a fucking nine-tailed fox coming out the West Wing, but like I just don't.
Sounds like a big meth head project to me.
It sounds like quality control for population.
Yeah, exactly. Sounds like they're trying to just, hey, come do this.
Because if you go to Area 51, here's what happens. You go into Nevada and you go into the fucking Roswell. There is a little spot about 15 miles outside of the base where it's like it's got a specific sign that says something about an international highway.
Yeah, do not enter and all.
No. It's like it's a tourist trap,
Mm.
and it's like got space letters and galaxy background and all kinds of shit. And they have a gift shop, a place to eat, and a fucking hotel.
Just sounds like they're trying to make money.
Yeah, no, it's exactly what it is. They're capitalizing on the fact that Area 51, you know, the rumors are all within 15 miles of this place. But if you travel, like I said, I think it's about 15 miles north, you're going into broad desert.
Yeah.
But you continue to go enough, you do see some gates. But you get close enough to them gates, you got white Range Rovers coming out of nowhere behind you. And they're watching. I mean, they're watching. So, yeah, you think...
Here's my thing. Do you believe that there are aliens there? Out of all the places in the fucking world, they're going to have them in Nevada.
You know, man, I don't know. Here's what I do know about that place. And I think it's... If you see it, it doesn't look like much. But I think everything is underground.
Oh, yeah, probably. If there is something there.
I don't know if it's aliens. I don't know. Cure cancer? None of that. I don't know.
I think it's a test facility. I think it's where they conduct government experiments on people.
I think it's one of them.
Have you ever heard of orange juice? Like, it was a Russian experiment that they did?
No.
Okay, back in the day in Russia, they had prisoners of war. They had this sleep thing called orange juice, and it would keep people awake. And there were people that would stay awake for like days and days on end. And I don't remember how long it went, but the motherfuckers started ripping each other's skin off and killing each other. If they turned the gas off, they go insane. Like, it's what the orange juice was a gas that kept them awake. Well, and when they opened the door and saw a picture of the people, they were all fucking like really skinny in their face. They looked like demons almost. And that was just one of the experiments. They wanted to see how long people could go without sleeping and what effects it would have on your brain and your body.
Well, here's what I think. I think that we're, is it 14 days out now if they're supposed to do it? Some shit like that. If it happens, and
I'll guarantee you there's going to be people doing it just for some clout.
Get freed. If aliens get freed, they should decide who's got the best chicken sandwich.
You get on my nerves doing that shit. They ain't gonna debate no chicken sandwich.
Who's gonna die first? I mean, but no, realistically though, here's what I think. I think we're the aliens. I don't think this is our fucking world to begin with.
Everything is underwater, dude. Damn near everything else is underwater. There's stuff that we can't even get to because of the pressure that's down there.
Like we're so scared of other things coming. But I think we're scared of that because we were those beings.
Well, fuck, man. Joe Rogan said it best, man. He thinks our job on the planet is to fuck it up because that's all we're good at. Is fucking it up.
I believe that.
Like, our mission is to destroy this planet and move on to the next one. That's just a lot of history, I think, is fragmented. Like, I don't think it's all the truth. There's no fucking way they can tell all this shit happened back then.
You know, I think it's super... You said something that really boggles my mind.
What's that?
And this is one thing that I wonder about. You said, most of the world is underwater, and that's true. Yeah. People are worried about what's in fucking outer space. No, dude, I want to know what's beneath the surface. And they say that we've reached the bottom of the ocean. No, motherfucker.
No, we didn't. A computer did. A submarine did.
Guess what happens when sand and water come together? It fucking solidifies. So if it's solidified enough to thousands of feet, you're not going to be able to break it out. You're going to have to dig through it.
Yeah.
So you're just like, oh, we done. No, that's not how shit works.
Well, plus humans can't even go that low, man. Like, they went, I can't remember who did it. It was some French motherfucker, but they went down there in a submarine and they went about, say, 30,000, 40,000 feet, and their fucking windows were cracking. And it was a really impacted submarine.
Because of the
pressure.
Yeah, the pressure, man. I think the most extraterrestrial thing I've ever seen on our planet is a jellyfish.
They live forever.
Yeah, they live forever, and the deeper they go, dude, the pressure makes them expand.
Yeah, and get bigger.
Not to mention, them bitches can light themselves. That's hard.
Well, there's a lot of animals that are down there with fish. You ever think of a giant squid or whatever? Anytime they take that motherfucker out of the water to move it, it dies immediately because the pressure isn't there. It only comes up if it's looking for stuff to eat. Like, fuck, what about whales, man? That's why you don't see whales a lot of times. They can't have them in a aquarium. There's no way they can match the pressure that they're used to, the velocity of the water going at the speeds and shit. I don't know how the fuck we got on fish, but anyway.
I mean, it's just a really interesting topic, though, because if you think about outer space and the deep sea are sort of the same thing.
Back to the Area 51 thing. I believe more in ghosts than I do aliens.
Ghosts are very real, man. The supernatural is a very real thing. I have had my very own encounters with the supernatural, and I'm obsessed with it, the paranormal. You know me, man. Like, I that shit don't scare me. I get excited because I just want to read about it.
Yeah, it makes me think about an afterlife, but there's not enough information on this shit, and plus a lot of it's fragmented. Like a lot of shit's fragmented. People try to get some clout or some fucking hype off of it, and they make shit up like that Ghost Hunter show. That is the dumbest shit I ever watched in my fucking life, dude.
Don't pull a Logan Paul. Stay out of the suicide forest. But
That's
look,
a very real thing.
But seriously though, you're right. It is fragmented, and there's just not enough information on it. However, I believe that's what makes it that much more exciting. The fact that you can invent so many ideas because of the paranormal.
Right.
And like, is that like, dude, just as real as the paranormal is, there's evil shit out there.
Oh yeah, demons and shit. People get possessed, but man, one time, you know Matt.
Yeah.
We were at his Aunt Marie's house. She lives out in Sellersburg. They told me about an event that they went out. They had an alarm system. They came home. The alarm didn't go off at all. No windows were open. They were all locked. Their doors were locked. But they went in their bedroom and every chest or drawer or whatever was out. Everything was flipped. Nothing was missing. And the chairs in the fucking their kitchen, their dining room, was flipped upside down. How the fuck does that happen? They don't have no dog or nothing. And one time we were sitting there eating breakfast. Her Uncle Tony's sitting right in front of me. And the fucking coffee pot just flies out off the fucking countertop. That's some scary shit. I didn't believe them up until that happened. Like, get the fuck out of here. Somebody broke in y'all's house looking for some shit. They knew where y'all were at.
Well,
like,
man, no. One night, me and Dad were at work. Right, we were next to the dish pit, and we go to plug our cell phone in at the time. One of our phones, I think it was his. You have the dish pit. It's the pressure washer, our little galley, the main sink, and then we have a counter. And there's a plug right where our counter is. And we fucking earlier that day during my shift in the kitchen, I don't know if you've been in the back of Boom Buzz, but in the back we have these glass trays where you're able to double stack them, but you sit them on top of a rack for us to pull down and do the dishes. So one of those things flew off the rack. Nobody was around it. It just hit the ground. Well, we're thinking, oh, okay, well, somebody was clumsy and just didn't fucking watch where they were going.
right.
Well, aside from a little bit of power flickering in another event, we plugged the phone into the wall. And, dude, the phone, as soon as we plugged it in, it went flying across the kitchen. Charger went the opposite direction.
Who'd y'all piss off? Like, who'd y'all kill?
My guy. Like, dude, you think I worked there that much longer after that? No. Like,
I miss working in food, man. I probably worked at every type of restaurant you can go to. I've worked fast food. I've worked sit-down restaurant.
I
I've
think
worked
working
at
in the kitchen
fairgrounds.
is nice. I don't think it's for the lighthearted.
Working in a kitchen, like, for a job, it takes away the enjoyment I get out of cooking.
Yep.
It turns it into a job, a repetitive thing. I fucking hate doing it.
It's a chore.
I don't like anybody telling me how to cook. Like, dude, I worked at O'Charlie's, and people would get mad at me because I was cooking steaks as soon as I first started working there. When you first start a job like that, you got to work your way up and do that. You got to start with, like, pasta, salad, shit like that. But, I mean, fuck, they were so short-handed. And I was like, I know how to cook a steak. Give me the motherfucking grill. And there were people that were there, like, 4 or 5 years that never touched a grill before. How the fuck do you work at a restaurant like that and expect to tell people, oh, I'm a good cook, you've never touched a grill? You ain't got a grill at the house?
You know, I have that same question for tattoo artists. I've seen tattoo artists with no tattoos. How the fuck do you plan on inking my skin if you don't know what it feels like?
I don't know. It's a different thing, man. It's different saying that you can't draw with being drawn on. Like, there's a lot of tattoo artists that don't have tattoos. They might not want them, or they can't decide on what they want. Like CJ, he ain't got a lot of tattoos.
I just think like to inflict that kind of thing. It's the same thing goes with food. To feed someone, you have to know what that shit tastes like. So it's like, we're gonna use tattoos as an example again. To inflict some level of pain to someone, you have to know what that shit feels like. Ultimately, to me.
I don't know.
It's like okay, how are you going to teach somebody how to drive if you've never driven before?
That does make sense to that extent.
You know what I mean? It's like, here, I'm going to teach you how to swim. By the way, I don't know how to swim.
I don't know how to swim. I can't. Well, I can swim. I can't float.
You're too fucking tall, my guy.
That's a lie. Michael Phelps got about an inch or two on me. They're both about, him and Ryan Lochte both, they're about 6'5", 6'6", and they swim like fucking dolphins. Like,
it's the weed.
Yeah, exactly. But that's a lie because, fuck, last 3 years, I haven't smoked in about a month, but about 3 years in a row type shit, smoke every day, all day.
I don't know, man. A lot of it too is like they're super flexible. You're like super flimsy.
It's because I have a 9 to 5, man. Well, 11 to 7. I got a job. All I do is I sit in a car, or back when I was riding the bus, ride a fucking bus, stand up downtown. I ain't gonna be stretching and flipping around.
Well, it's like even when we used to play ball, like you weren't the most limber. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're a very boxy individual, so I can definitely understand, like the body mass just not equaling out.
Yeah. Heck, I'm in better shape now than I've been in the last 2 years, man. When I first started working at Revere, I weighed 235. I'm down to 180 right now. Well, 189, 188, something like that. But that's nuts, dude. I haven't weighed this much since I graduated high school.
Hey, man, I was doing some reading the other day, and I was talking to Daniel about movies coming out in the next couple of years. We like to plan ahead. They are coming out with a live-action Rugrats movie. And before you comment, I'd like to say they did that in the early 90s called Now You See Me. But it's like they're actually coming out with... Nickelodeon is putting out a live-action Rugrats flick.
See, me and you always clash on this. I'm not a big Nickelodeon fan, man. Hey Arnold didn't do anything for me. Real Monsters did nothing for me.
But, no, I'm just saying, just generally, do you think that that's something that could be successful if done correctly?
Maybe with kids, but I don't think there's going to be people wanting, I want a sequel. No. It'd be different. Like Johnny Bravo, that could be a fucking movie. Adults would see that. Kids would see it. Dexter's Lab could be a good one.
Ed, and Eddie. That's what I'm waiting on.
Ed, and Eddie, man. They was always trying to get the bag. Always trying to get the bag every day.
Bonafide hustlers.
Motherfuckers just wanted a jawbreaker. What kills me, there was an episode where every fucking character on the show had a jawbreaker except them three.
But, I tell you what, man. I want to ask you guys out there, what's your favorite cartoons of all time? Give us the top 5 in the comments.
And then we'll list our top 5.
And
now there's a difference between cartoons and anime. I don't count them as the same things because if we're doing that, then anime's probably going to top almost all of them.
I mean, everybody's different, but tell us what you think and come back next week and see what's up. Leave in the comments what you want us to talk about. Leave us your thoughts, and we'll try to respond to everybody. And
we definitely want some topics. I feel like we bullshit a lot, to be honest. We go off on a tangent, but once we get some good topics y'all want to hear about, I think it'd be cool just to let out my opinion on some shit and hear his.
But yeah, man, y'all stay safe, and we'll see y'all next time.
Keep it tight. Hit this shit with the headphones.